Okay folks, this is the roof looking from the back. Boy, I'm up high. You might say well, I won't say that. You know what I was gonna say right now. So this is the roof of this old building. It's got, what is this, Donnie? I guess
it's
build up roof, they call it. So it's about 25 feet wide, and it's about, what did we decide it is long, Donnie?
A little over 60.
It's got to be more than that, because it's definitely longer than the grocery store. It's maybe 70, something like that, I don't know. And it's about 100 years old. So this is what's going on. So this back here, they're putting the beam in, and that will be jacked up. So whenever that gets back up flat, we'll show you what it looks like. But the front half, or the front 2/3, the beam has already been put in to support the sag. So it's been corrected. Now we're going to get up here, and some of this stuff that's extruding from the top will be removed. We already took the, there was a huge AC unit up here that really, the roof, you know, it wasn't designed for a big load on the top of it, and you got to worry about, you know, we're in South Carolina, you know, but you got to worry about a little bit of snow weight, and you got to worry about, you know, if you've got people up here working on the roof and things like that. So you can't, you don't want a bunch of weight just sitting up here whenever, if the building was built 100 years ago, it wasn't really designed for that. So we took that air conditioning unit off the roof. It was old and screwed up anyway. Trying to get some of the weight off of it. So we'll get this all cleaned up eventually. And then, what are we going to do, Donnie? Put metal roofing on it?
Yes.
We're going to put metal roofing on it eventually, with flashing on the walls. It doesn't have a ton of slope, but it's got enough that we should be all right if we really overlap it, and if we get everything nice and level. Well, not level, but sloped. You can see here at the end why we've been having so much water leak. I don't know how. Yeah, there. See that? There is actually the roof falls below the brickwork at the end of the building. And look over there. Look how bad it is over there. See that? So that's why we're getting so much water in. You can see how the back of the building is actually higher than the roof. So the water has no chance to get in this gutter, which is ridiculous anyway. But Donnie, just taking the gutter off might have made it where it worked a little bit better. That end over there is completely screwed up. So, but as we looked on the inside, there's not really any problem with the beams or anything. If you look, there's no water getting in most of this. I mean, I think there's a couple holes up there somewhere. But if you look back here, there's no water actually getting in the building. It's at the very back, so it's falling in right at the end after it's went by all the beams except for the very last one, which is good. So it means that we don't have to get up here and replace a bunch of rotted out timbers or anything. It's just this roof is ridiculous. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that? So we'll see what they end up with. That little stovepipe popping out there, we don't need it either. Or will we, Donnie? We need something for a hot water tank, don't we?
No, not on electric hot water.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Only gas.
Yeah. And then that pole there was some old antenna. We'll get that down off of here. You can see how the neighbors' gutters run down on our roof and then down into this ridiculous drain here that doesn't work right. Gutter. And then we've got a large line running up to the front that powered the AC. We can get rid of that. We've got a gas pipe going up there that powered something. We can get rid of that. We'll basically get rid of all this stuff sticking out of the roof to where it gives it less opportunity for leaks. But we'll be filming all of that too, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, so they got it leveled out in there and got the beam in supporting the middle, and all of the collapsed area is no more in the middle. It's all level in the middle. You've still got a little bit where it's not quite as high as the back because there's. What are you saying is going on with a board here, Donnie?
There's a 2x6 nailer in there. Where they nail all that stuff to.
Under this tar, there's a board that they nailed onto it as it was collapsed, and it has left us with this on the back. But it's not as bad as it was even with that. So once we get that out, and we're gonna tear all this crap off the back of the building here, and we'll get a nice smooth transition to the back wall. We'll be good. But it's a lot more level now. All of the crap out there where the buildup and everything's messed up, all of that we're going to have covered because we're going to put metal roofing on it, so that's no big deal. A lot better. You can see though there that this part is still raised, and the part over there I can't get to because of this lean-to, but whenever we get up on there and mess with it, we'll figure out what the hell's going on over there. I think what happened was that board he's talking about rotted away or something. But essentially, what the main problem has been that the middle has been collapsed for maybe since the big time they built it, and then they built this roof on top of it with it bowed in the middle. So it's just been problem after problem. So we've been able to get it flat, or flatter at least, at least middle to sides. So we finally got it up where the ceiling's level, instead of lower in the center. In the back room they said it was like 5 inches too low. Holy crap. Holy crap, Donnie. Alright, so that's what the top looks like. We'll show you what the bottom looks like. Okay folks, so there is our post in and the beam. Everything's cool. The roof is much more flat. And so now they've got a beam all the way through the building, holding everything up in the middle like it should have had originally 100 years ago. So let's see if we can sight all of them. Looking pretty level. What do you think? I think that's about as close as you can get it. Okay, so that was the major problem that the building had, was this freaking roof collapsing in the middle. But we've got that taken care of. So from here on out, all of the videos are going to be cleaning things up and putting it all back together. So this has been the demolition phase so far. But now we're to the point where we will be making it look better. So sometimes, you got to make them pretty rough before you actually see much progress. So you got to have a good eye for how it's going to end up and not how it looks right now. You can kind of tell if they're all lined up by doing that, See how they're like, they line up perfectly. Very nice. All right, so we've got a hell of a mess here, but next up, cleaning up some more of it, and electrical. We got rid of all the wood that we had over here, went and put it in storage. We got to tear down a little bit more of this paneling. We got to get some of the electrical work done, and then we need to start doing things like fixing the tin ceiling, putting in the lights, painting, fixing all the little nail holes in the side where they put the paneling on. So fixing the plaster. But it's all downhill from here. Now we've still got a couple big projects. We have to put the roofing actually on the roof and put flashing and everything. And then we also have to fix this porch out front that's messed up. Not the porch, the, what did I call it? What did I call it? It's not the porch, it's the, there's a French name for it. The portico. We gotta fix the portico. But we're getting there. So leave your comments below. Can you see any benefit in this at all? Can you see any good in this at all? Or are you still seeing just a big freaking mess? Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. Make sure to give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film it for you. And we will see you on the next video.
Okay, y'all, we're over here in the jail. We're in the back room. They got this beam up last week in here. Got our support column, got the concrete poured, and it's pouring down the rain right now. So I decided I'd come over here and see what our water issue was. You know, last time it rained, it was just pouring in right there. The water was all the way back past this pole here because that footer was filled up with water, if you remember that. And it was coming way over here into the edge of the sand. So I wanted to come in here and see exactly how bad it was. I know the lighting is crap back here. I don't have nothing I can help you with that. But you can see the water line. It's way down there. And it's raining pretty good right now. But what we're looking at, maybe this will give me a little more light on the subject. What we're looking at is it's not that bad. I mean, we got water running out here now, which we didn't have the other day. God almighty, stuff's cold. We got water coming out of our gutters, which we didn't have the other day. See if we can get over here. It is raining. I'm gonna try to get you a shot of this out here. Yeah, see, we got water coming off our roof here that we've never had before. So we've got water running here. We've got water running here. We still have water running inside. I mean, don't take that the wrong way. We still got water running inside, that's for sure. But nothing like what it has been. It's kind of running over in that corner, going in the bathroom mostly. So I figured I'd come check this out. Let everybody see what it was doing. It's a lot better than what it was. Just by jacking the roof back up. It ended up, I think it was 4 inches, 6 inches, something. I don't know. There it is. It's up. It's right. Got it. The concrete done down here. Everything's done on it. If you remember, that was like 12 inches of concrete. But anyway, figured I'd show you that. And we'll get back with you on the next one here. But that's what we're working with. Ain't half as bad as what it is. It keeps coming along slowly but surely. This up here is not even leaking today. This is leaking a little bit.